everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Margie. This is MJ Budgets, where I am cash stuffing, zero-based budgeting, planning for the future, and definitely for retirement. So today, y'all, I am super excited because my closeout for my first paycheck in January, even though it's been 2 weeks, I waited and I was like, okay, so I do a daily check-in and I do a weekly check-in. So last week was really good, and I think it's good because of the no spend. Like, the no spend has truly helped me to kind of like stay on budget. And also what has helped me is separating different accounts. Like, I have my bill account separate from my personal account. And so that has tremendously helped, because what I do is have it separated, because in my bill account, all I have out of that is just strictly the bills. And I want to show y'all, because I hope this helps somebody else, like, tracking stuff is the most important thing that you can do when you're on this journey of finances and saving money and trying to do a zero-based budget. Because, y'all, I'm telling you, tracking everything, going back to my big happy planner, like, yes, it's for me. So I've done my closeout for 2 weeks, but I haven't did my cash stuffing or I planned it for my paycheck for today, which is the 16th. I got paid today, but I went ahead and paid all the bills that were supposed to be due for the next 2 weeks. But while I did that, I went ahead and went back to do my closeout for this 2 weeks to make sure everything was taken care of. So, as you know, like, at the beginning of the month is kind of like really like a tough one for me because of all the high bills that I have to pay. There's a lot of high ones. So, but I didn't do any sinking funds for the paycheck of January the 4th. But y'all see my little pen case? It's just a glass case that I just put my pens in. And this is an eraser pen. And I kind of like it because I like this pen here. So, but I'm going to use these pens to do my like closeout. I'm trying to go off a budget. Let me tell y'all. Budget Treasures is one of the people that I'm so grateful for her, like, being so open and honest with her journey, and like, it has truly helped me. And this is why I went and got these. Well, I've been having these Pilot G2 pens, and she closes out her budget in like a color code, and I love it. I love her channel. I love following her. Like, she is the reason why I do my closeouts. She is the reason why I do my no spends. And I do the not the happy planner, but I do the Budget Moms budget by paycheck workbook. I do that, and I print them off and I put them in my own planner, my happy planner. Y'all, I love her. Like, she motivates me, and like, the community loves her, and I just love her for her openness and honesty. And like, this is why I made an A+ on my closeout, y'all. A plus. Like, literally, I got it down to the last penny. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that and how I did it. So, because I said for 2025, I want every penny to be counted for. So I tracked everything. I made sure, like, this is why I have the weekly check-in here, my daily spending log. If I do spend, like, my no spend is really going great. And day number 16, I will do these two. Now, on this day, it was on a Monday, and I remember I had to spend $12 for something. So but it still didn't come out of my bill account. It came out of my personal account. I still chose that as a no. I did spend. So, but I didn't spend on the 15th or today. The 16th is today. No, it's today. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, today is the 17th. I'm sorry. Oh, today is the 17th, y'all. Yeah, it's Friday. But anyway, yes, Monday. That was, yeah. But anyway, I have a weekly spending log. Even though I do have my tracking thing, I printed these off because I also want to be accountable to what I am doing. So let's go ahead and write in that I did not spend anything today. I am at home and I will not be going out anymore today on Friday. Because this is at night and it's cold outside. Well, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I have a little daily spending thing that I look at the end of each day. And y'all, I also made a plan out for how I'm gonna pay my car off, and I really want y'all to see that. I did that today as well. So let me show y'all on my paycheck. Okay, zoom in. I'm not going to be afraid about anything. If you see it, you see it. Because this is the truth. I like that statement. This is the truth. Or this is what it is. Anyway, okay, so the rollover that I had from the last paycheck was $57.62, okay? And then I put in my bill account for this paycheck $1,204. Okay, and then this extra deposit is from my daughter. She pays her bills, but sometimes she be like, "Mom, just put it in your account so you can pay them," because sometimes they're in my name, but she has stuff that she pays like for her rent and other bills. So she gives me the money, so I made sure that I put it in here this time. Okay, so our total inflow for both of us for this month, well, this week, is $1,587.90. Okay, so the rent before all of this, tithes goes to my personal account. My tithe go to my personal account. So before this, we have 1,000. After the tithes, we have $1,587.90. So our rent was paid for the last 2 weeks. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and mark that. The car insurance. So all of the bills were paid for the very first paycheck of January, okay? And so it totaled out to be $1,262.63. So I subtracted that from the $1,587, and this is what we had left over was the $325.27, okay? So I didn't take cash out last week because I didn't do a sinking funds. So I went ahead and spent the groceries with my card, and that's all I used my card for, was groceries. And as you can see, I have groceries twice. One time it was $77, one was $48, and it was ended up $126.79 for groceries for the past 2 weeks. So that total left me with $198.48, right? So I did not have any sinking funds or extra debt, but I did have some giving. And my giving, I gave $167 and $24 one week. So that was $191 of giving that I gave. Okay, so that left me with a rollover of $7.48, correct? So I love this budget mom thing is because if you look down here at the total inflow, if you would go ahead and say you're going to take your total inflow and subtract it from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, correct? So number 1 is here. As you can see, number 1, number 2, of course, number 3 and 4 doesn't have anything, and 5. So I calculated all of those together, and I got $1,580, right? Okay. So what you do is the total inflow that you got here is $1,587, correct? And then you're going to take that $1,587, subtract the $1,580, 580. Let me do it on my calculator while we're talking, okay? Because this is how you know you're going to be a zero base budget, or you're going to have some rollover. Okay, so, or you're going to zero base the way you're supposed to. So 1587.90, and I'm going to subtract 1580.42, and I'm going to get $7.48. And that's exactly how much I had in my account, y'all. That's exactly how much it was. $7.48, which will roll over until the next paycheck. And the reason how I did this and it was correct is because I made sure that everything was tracked from the time my rollover went in my account. From the time the rollover went in to the account, as you can see, it was $57.62, and I made sure I tracked everything. So that means when I knew a bill was due, I went to my bank statement and I made sure I tracked it. All of the deposits that went in for my bill account, and the bills for my daughter and her, those were her 2 deposits. And this is a deposit that I made to pay off a debt right here from my 100 envelope. I document everything. So what you see highlighted in yellow, y'all, I did have a little bit of debt left from Christmas from 2 cards that I have, but they are going to be paid off by the end of February. That's what I'm praying, that they be paid off, and my car as well. So these small little bills like this will get taken care of. But I did track all of the bills, as you can see. One thing too, y'all can go to the Budget Mom. She does like a daily, her morning check-in, her morning, whatever it is. I like watching that as well, because it teaches you how, like, you can see other people and how they budget, because everybody's budget is not going to be the same. Like mine, I don't have $3,000-$4,000 in mine. It's okay, but I'm still saving money. I'm still putting money away. I might have not been able to put any sinking funds in this time, but with the next paycheck, as you can see, which is today. So today's paycheck, and I've already planned out the bills for this paycheck. So that's why I wanted to go over. That's why I wanted to close out the first paycheck before I actually came over and did this. So as you can see, my rollover was $7.48, and that's exactly how much was in my bank account. Like I zero based down to the zero. So I gave myself, budget treasures, I got a A+. So I love that she does this. Like, it motivates me. So I'm going to put a big old A+, which I put an A+ down here, but I am going to put a big old A+ for January. I mean, I want to put an A++. That ain't AT&T, that's A++. I made a A++ is my grade for January. I am super excited, y'all. Like last year I struggled with this a lot because I just was trying to figure it out. So now with this planning for this paycheck, I'm just going to plan. Right? I'm just going to plan. Like, I'm not going to even take my money out for my sinking funds yet, even though I am able to do a cash stuffing this time. Well, sinking funds of $266. I want to pay off debt, y'all, but I do need to do my priority sinking funds that I have with renewals that's coming up for my subscriptions. So I do have to do a few sinking funds this time. But anyway, I went ahead and did the planning for the 16th of that is today's paycheck is the 17th, which I got paid yesterday. So the bill account will be $1,234.30. Tithes has came out, which is fine. But I didn't calculate anything, you guys, because I want to wait until probably the middle of next week, towards the end of next week, to see before I actually close this one out, because which I know the only thing that's going to be coming out is my Cricut subscription and my Canva subscription. So I have not, as you can see, did not put anything in yet, but I like to highlight everything to make sure that I'm going to be on track. Now, with my groceries and household and my sinking funds, I think that I might just go ahead and get that out the bank so I can go ahead and do a video of cash stuffing, because I miss it. I haven't did it in about 3 weeks now. So, but that's okay, because, you know, you're not going, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not able to do a sinking fund every time I get paid. But even if it's just $50 to $100 or whatever I can put in there, I can. But for some reason, the last check, I didn't have a lot of overtime, and so that kind of knocked my bill account down a little bit, so I wasn't able to put as much in the bill account as I needed to. But we're gonna build on that, y'all. We're gonna build on the rollover. We're gonna build on that so it can build up, and so I can have like a good buffer in there. So yes, I do have my sinking funds for this paycheck. So let me show y'all my sinking funds real quick. So my 3 to 6 month, this is this binder, which I'm only going to be putting $10 in here. And you guys, this is why I finished January already. I had already finished January. So we're going to be working on February. And so February is going to get $10. And so it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that'll be all of that whole row for February. Okay. So that is my 3 to 6 months saving binder. And my self-care is my scratch off here. This is my scratch off for my self-care. I forgot which one it was. Is it this one or this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, because I said I was going to do the sitting here count my blessings, and I did not make a sticker envelope for it yet. But this is my self-care binder here, y'all. It's for this here, okay? Which I don't have that much in there. I'm gonna have to catch it up before I can scratch another one off. But this is my self-care binder, so that $10 will maybe be a part of that 20. Yes, I'm trying to figure that one out still. Yeah, but I do want to do a self-care one. So my renewal, my subscriptions is this one here, and that's gonna be for my my Amazon and Sam. See, I already have some in here that's got started already. I have not touched anything. My Sam's, my medical license, and that's it for that binder, okay? And for my Passover, that will be this one here, and it is getting 63. This is for giving, okay? This is the Passover. I still haven't changed this binder yet, or have I? Oh, yes, I have. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is the Passover, and this one is for the Pentecost. So I am working on those for a special reason, for giving. Okay. And my car maintenance, this is my long-term binder, my long-term savings not challenges. They're not challenges. So I am going to be putting $50 towards my car maintenance, because I think within the next couple of weeks I'm going to have some brakes and an oil change and tire rotation. So I got to go hard on this one for right now. So that's for car maintenance, and it has 180 here already. So once I get through with these sinking funds for this first paycheck, I'm going to calculate and put the total here, so I can I have a little thing here. I'm gonna kind of keep up with my tracking with my, what did I do with it? I have a tracker for the total of my sinking funds, so I'm going to keep up with them every 2 weeks as well, even if I'm taking it out or putting in. So I'm going to kind of leave the total here so it give me an idea of what I need to put on my tracker. And I think that's all that's in this binder. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with these right now. I don't know if I might have to take health out, because honestly, I don't think that I need health, because I do have a FSA card, which I put money on for the year and it comes out of my paycheck. So that's kind of already been taken care of as far as the health. So I might take this out and reallocate it to something else. Okay. And also on my penny challenge and my 100 envelope challenge. Now on my penny challenge, where is my penny challenge? Oh yeah, I got a new thing for my penny challenge, y'all. Yeah, I got a fireproof bag. I'm gonna put my penny challenge in. So I got this off of Amazon. I treated myself. So what I did, y'all, is I went ahead and started from the beginning. As you can see, we're on track with our penny challenge. I'm really not keeping up with the weeks. I'm really not keeping up with the weeks at all this time. Because honestly, I think we would only probably be about right here. But as you can see, I've almost filled the whole row out. Y'all, if I can get through with this penny challenge before the end of the year, that would be amazing. I'll probably just start another one. If I finish this one up, I'll just continue on and go do another one. But I am going to go back. I'm going to go backwards when I can, but I don't know how much I'm going to allocate towards that. Maybe I can put that 45 from the health over into my penny savings. That would be awesome. I might do that, y'all. I might just take that money from the health and put it over in the penny challenge, because in the 100 envelope challenge, my plan is to do $100. Yes, but this is my penny challenge bag. So I'm going to keep that in here. Yes, it's different this time. I'm going to try to put some stickers on here, but this is that kind of material. I don't know if anything will stick to it, because it's supposed to be fireproof. Okay, so that's my penny challenge bag. Okay, that is something new. I just didn't want to put it in a big tall thing that I had this time, but that's it, y'all. That's all I have for my cash planning. And then also I am going to put towards my monthly challenge is, you know, it's where I have the first week I have $5, and the second week I want to at least put $10 to $15. And then we are in the third week, which I have not been able to put anything in the second week, or now the third week I probably will, which will probably be the 20. And I'll probably put an extra 10, because I do have more than 5 here. So I'll probably put another 5 here to make it 10 and put 15 here. It's just a monthly challenge that I'm going to do each month. And I'm just going to kind of leave it at that month until the end of the year. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I want to challenge myself to see if I can do this monthly challenge. It was actually just in one of my sticker books, and I just kind of decorated it myself and laminated it and made an opening so I can keep the cash in here, okay? And I do have one for February, and that's February's here, okay? That's February's. You know, it's just something a little extra, you know. I don't know what I'll do with it. Who knows? But as you can see, I've already planned out for February. I want to kind of like get ahead of myself a little bit this year to kind of stay on track with everything, y'all. Let me show y'all the let's see. This is the savings. Those are for the sinking funds. And my monthly debt, we will do an update at the end of the month. And I did mark off the cars because I made my car payment for January, okay? And with that, y'all, I want to show y'all this new plan that I have for my car loan payoff. So I owe right now, after the payment for this week, I owe $8,100 on my car. Okay. So the plan is for that is I want to kind of pay down like 10% every month of the leftover balance. Okay. So that meaning, say, in January, right? I paid it and it was $8,121. And so the payment was made. So I figure if in February I'll make the regular payment and January's payment in order to get it down, in order to get to 10% of the, let's see, let me show you because I have the tracker here. Oh yeah, I made my little notes. I did this today as well. So, but when I made this, so it's kind of the same, okay? So after the $84.90 payment, it brought it down. Today it is $8,121, correct? So what my plan for to pay off my car is that I want to take the 10%. I wanted to get it down to 10%. So in order to get that down to 10%, so it's already $81.21 right now. And in order to get it down to the 10%, let me subtract $75.60. Oops. $81.21 subtract $75.60. So $560 is how much more I'm going to have to pay by the end of, well, by the end of this month or the beginning of February, or the first paycheck in February, because this $561 is going to go towards the principal. And once it goes towards the principal of that $81.21, it's going to bring it to $75.60, right? So once it bring it down to this $75.60, I'm going to take this $75.60 and say, hey, I want to pay 10% of the $75.60 in February. So February, it will be $7,560 will be the balance. But once I make my payment of $450, usually around $380 will go towards the payment. So I'm going to take that $75.60 and subtract that $380, and that's going to get me $7,180, correct? So in order for me to get to the 20% of $6,792, I'm going to have to take this $7,180, which I paid the principal on of this to make it that. So now, once I made my payment in February, it brought it down to this. But now I want to get up to the $67.92. So in order to do that, I'm going to subtract $71.80 from the $67.92. Oops. Wait a minute. So $75.60 subtract $380. That is the payment, okay? That is February's payment. And it's going to bring it down to that. So I'm going to subtract this from the 67. Subtract 6792. So in February, I'm going to have to put $388 towards the principal in order to get it here. Do you see the method that of my madness? So I'm still making the payment every month, right? My payments for my car is $440 every month. And most of the time I've calculated that it's like $380 going towards, the whole car payment, the loan in general, not the principal. It's taking it off. That's how much is taken off. So I figured that from this, once I made the payment in February. So in order for me to get to 20%, is which I want to do in February, is get to 20%. I took that part and I subtracted this from the payment in February. Okay. And I got $388. So I have to find a side hustle or something to do so that I can put this extra money towards this principal, which I am going to try my best and hardest to do, y'all. Because if I can continue this each month and do the payment and put towards the principal each month, I've done all the way up until August, and I calculated it all the way to August. And so if I do this till August, in August, my total payment will be $1,698 on my car, y'all, if I keep this up the way I want it. And if it's $1,698 by the end of August, you guys remember I had to take money out last year in July to pay off some debt. I think it was July. Was it July of last year or the year before? I think it was last year. I took money out and I paid the debt, because this is why I'm saving money. So what I plan to do is continue on my 100 envelope challenge, because I have a little bit in there. And if I'm there by the time I get to July or August, this is when my car will get paid off. This is when my car will get paid off. Y'all, if my car can be paid off by July or August, I'm throwing a debt-free party. I don't care if it's got to be a debt-free party in my own house. I'm going to be so happy and so excited that I will have no more debt. I just can't, y'all, if God's will, and if this is his plan for me to do this, because I have been wanting to do this to get out of debt for the past year and a half. And on this journey, I am learning to be patient and be consistent and be committed, because it takes hard work. This don't happen overnight. You have to sit down and you have to tell yourself, this is where I want to be in this many years. But in order to get there, you have to make a plan. And this is planning. This is planning. I love it. I love planning. I love it. And my goal is, because I really want to help people, my goal, which for the past 2 years, since I've been doing the Dave Ramsey, I taught the class last year. I want to be able to take Dave Ramsey's financial coach class. And at the end of every year, they always have like a special going on. Like, I'm not going to pay what it is now, but at the end of the year, they always send me a message like, are you ready to sign up? With me, I'm not going to just jump into something just because. I'm not going to spend no money just because. Because if I'm going to take it serious, I'm going to do it. So what I decided to do is, Margie, you got to get out of debt before you help somebody. Because for me, what's the point? I need a testimony for these people. I need to help people. I want to help people, because I wished I would have known about this whole budget community, this budget stuff. I mean, I always budgeted, sat down and did my bills, but I didn't never do it the correct way. And if I knew how to do this 10 years ago, y'all, 10 years ago, let me tell you, I don't know where I'd be. I ain't even gonna say, because there's so much you can do in the budgeting world right now. Like, I see so many people doing their own business. I see people have their own little shops, which I'm a supporter of shops. I'm a supporter of channels. I love this community. I absolutely love everybody that has shown me love and supported my channel. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So that's all that I had for this video. It was kind of lengthy because I needed to catch up on some things, but I'm super excited about the journey, y'all, for 2025 and the A+ that I got in January's first paycheck. Thank you, Budget Treasures. Thank you for all that you do on your channel. It has so motivated me. And thank you to all the other ladies, Coffee and Budgets. Thank you for your support on my channel and watching my videos. You are just super, oh my gosh, full of joy. Like, I love watching your videos. Thank you for that. Thank you, Saving Stuff with Stephanie, I think it is. So I'm just mentioning a few of the ladies that I watch and that support me. And if you have supported me, thank you. And if you are new to this channel, I so appreciate you. I hope that this helped you. And if you do have any questions, like, I'm still learning as well. And if y'all have tips for me, I'm glad to take tips. We are in this thing together. Budget Queens, we are in it together. So that's all that I have for this video. Like, I really want to talk to y'all all night, but I can't. But I just miss being on here because I really wanted to get everything together before I actually did this video. So, but that's all that I have for right now. But until the next video, y'all go and be great Budget Queens. Let's do this thing in 2025. Have a great night. Bye-bye.